everybody was on board, governments, NGOs, and people on the ground. And UNHCR played also a very important role in accompanying this process of negotiation.
This is a very important signal by our governing body, which consists of over 90 states today. It's the forum, the global forum that meets annually on refugee issues, on statelessness issues, on IDP issues. And I think it's very important that the Executive Committee pronounced itself on the subject of birth registration.
The refugee population needs to know that they have right to be protected, and the actors in the field that are performing these activities needs to offer them the tools in order they get access to this protection.
Los documentos civiles, como los certificados de nacimiento, pueden mejorar significativamente el acceso a los derechos básicos, tales como la educación y los servicios de salud. Este documento está relacionado con los refugiados, personas desplazadas internamente, personas apátridas y otras personas que son de interés para la Agencia de Naciones Unidas para los Refugiados. Por ejemplo, asegurar que cuando un niño o una niña nazcan tengan sus registros de nacimiento de forma inmediata puede ayudar a prevenir la apatridia, particularmente en periodos de exilio prolongado. Esto también puede ayudar a reunificar a los niños que han sido separados de sus familias en situaciones de emergencia.
Given our many years of experience working to ensure the registration of all children, World Vision is particularly pleased to see that the conclusion urges states to ensure civil registration and emphasises that every child should be registered immediately after birth without discrimination of any kind, which we think will help to ensure that no children are excluded from having their birth registered for reasons of their or their parents' socioeconomic status.
Los refugiados que no poseen documentación civil podrían correr el riesgo de detención o deportación. Su derecho a gozar de la libertad de movimiento podría hacerse difícil. Ellos también pueden enfrentar mayores dificultades para volver a adquirir sus propiedades una vez regresen a casa. Sin la documentación civil, los refugiados permanecen invisibles y no pueden disfrutar de la protección internacional del Estado a la cual tienen derecho.
What we have seen is that when people are displaced, our lawyers and our information counsellors need to try and find documentation that they can use to access the services in the locations where they're residing. Without these basic documents, such as birth certificates, such as legal entitlements, such as things like their education certificates, they can't get jobs, they can't enter school, they can't access other opportunities that they may be able to use to maintain their lives in these places. Now, when it comes to children who are being born to families in these locations, if they don't have that birth certificate, then how do they prove when they go back that they are a citizen of the country where they're going back to?
Plan International works to make every child visible. We welcome very much the ExCon conclusion on civil registration, which include the key vital life events of a person: birth registration, marriage registration, and death registration. Each and every one need a birth certificate to be able to identify themselves, to have the legal documentation. But it's also an important tool for governments themselves. Through having a good and functional system, they will know how many people live in their country. They can make planning really clear, and they can also provide services to each and every one.
The process of negotiation is very important, but the implementation is more important.
One of the things that I do when I go to the field on missions is to make sure that birth registration is actually visible.
El grupo de trabajo de ONGs relativo al Registro Universal de Nacimiento bajo Child Rights Connect diseminará la conclusión del Comité Ejecutivo a colegas que trabajan en el terreno con el fin de asegurar que la conclusión tiene un impacto máximo.